Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to my SALT prediction for the Timeline Advance. So before I even get into this, I'm going to explain what it is, and if you don't pay attention to my videos, who I am. I pilot both Innersphere and Clan Max. I don't have a loyalty to either or. My unit just happens to be a member of the FRR. Loyalist because our guy who runs our faction is, or our unit is, big into the lore. Because of him, I've done a lot of reading into the lore. So some of the information I might say may be incorrect. I never guarantee everything I say. I've been playing MechWarrior Online for a couple years now. At least 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now. I don't know. And I understand the whole tech versus IS tech difference. It's not in balance. It's just the way shit is. So right now in the timeline, clans are superior. It's the way it's supposed to be. If you are a lore person, you know this and people don't really complain if you're a lore person. If you're just a video game person and you see the way it is, then I can understand why you don't like the way the system works, because right now, balance-wise, everything's going clans. So, why am I predicting SALT for the timeline advance? Here we go. So, for the longest time, clan tech has been the shit, right? It is the more powerful tech. It's the more efficient tech. It's the way it is. It's the way it's designed. It's the way it's supposed to be. What I'm predicting is the following. With the push of the timeline, the Inner Sphere is finally going to get those weapons that it needs to fight the clans properly. Gotta remember, 3055, Battle of Tukid, clan invasion stopped. Inner Sphere is now taking captured mechs, purchased mechs, as they're buying mechs and tech from some of these other smaller clans, and re-engineering or back-engineering these techs. So between 3055 and 3067, other than the one civil war with the Illyrian Commonwealth and Kurita, and the Star League being reinvented, a Comstar coming out, one of the big things in my eyes is the back engineering or re-engineering of Inner Sphere tech into clan tech. What I mean by that is, basically the Inner Sphere has a boom in tech. From this war, they've been able to capture all this clan stuff, purchase and buy clan stuff, mechs and weapons, re-engineer it, back engineer it, and make their stuff, their own stuff, better. Not better than clan mechs, but better than it is. Meaning some of the stuff still is, lower than it should be. Some stuff is still not as efficient, but it's catching up, and it's catching up fast. So some things are good, and some things are on par. But they also have some things that the clans do not have. So, my prediction for SALT, my first prediction for the SALT, is going to be that clan mechs, after the beefing up of the new weapon systems, are going to be complaining about the fact that the new Inner Sphere weapon systems are quote-unquote too strong. And what I mean by that is, Inner Sphere are going to have heavy Gauss. Clan will not. Inner Sphere will also have heavy PPCs. The clan will not. The Inner Sphere is going to have the Slebnose PPC. The clan will not. And it's going to go on and on. There is going to be one clan tech for every 3 Inner Sphere tech. Why do I predict this? I look at the technical readouts for 3055 to 3067. The 3060 and 67 readouts. There's a significant amount of mechs, a fair equal amount for both, but a lot of the tech booms for the Inner Sphere. So what does that mean? That means the Inner Sphere is going to catch the fuck up. That means clan tech will no longer be that much advantaged. So the SALT is going to be those clan max pilots that I got so accustomed to outranging and out DPSing Inner Sphere max are now going to see their numbers dwindle. And I mean like damage per, their damage that they do in a match dwindle, their victories dwindle. Because now, all of a sudden, the pendulum is now going to swing. Now, not every weapon system is going to be obviously good for the Inner Sphere. There's a couple out there that aren't the greatest still. that are going to be in place. Some people want the rockets in. Personally, on my eyes, I could understand firing rockets. Whether it's a good thing to include or not, I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, so I can predict lots and lots of salt from the clans, because now all of a sudden the inner sphere is going to get this influx of tech and mechs. Because guarantee it, the first few mechs, I know the first package is 2 clan, 2 inner sphere, but then we're probably going to get 2 inner sphere mechs right off the hop. Now, that could be the new packaging system. Because the way the other part of this is going to be is that now that the clan versus IS is going to be blurred a lot more, because clan tech is being sold to the inner sphere. The inner sphere is using captured tech. The clans are using 2C mechs, which are pretty much inner sphere mechs. That now we're going to see also a rule associated with faction warfare where you have to now take at least 1 clan mech if you're on the inner sphere side. Or even if you're on the inner sphere side, you can take any mech you want. And if you're on the clan tech side, you have to take 1, depending on where, there'll be some sort of requirement. If you're a loyalist, you can take 4 clan techs, 4 clan mechs, no big deal. That means you're locked in. If you're a mercenary, you have to take 2 clan and 2 inner sphere. Now, the way that it works is the whole honor factor. The clans are all about honor. If you're a clan loyalist, you will take clan mechs into war. You will take clan mechs into battle. If you are a mercenary, you don't care too much about your honor. You care about making money. Therefore, 2 inner sphere, 2 clan. If you play for the inner sphere, well, here's the catch-22. Clan mechs are sold to the inner sphere by several other factions. So they have to kind of decide which ones will be allowed. Maybe just mediums and heavies. Who knows? But I can see a lot of salt for the clans for that. No, not from the loyalist groups, because they probably won't care too much, but the mercenary groups that like to go clans whenever they can. They'll be all of a sudden told, yeah, well, you can only use 2 clan mechs and 2 inner sphere tech clans, or 2 inner sphere and 2 clan. Oh, and you're still stuck by the same tonnage rules, by the way. So, want. That's one thing. Another thing is the FRR, or the Ghost Bear. If those theoretically don't exist, then I could see that loyalist faction being able to run anything they want. So if you're a member of Star League, aka any of the members internally to the Star League, Davian, Kurita, etc., 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 you have to run as a loyalist 4 inner sphere mechs. If you're a loyalist for the clans, 4 clan mechs. If you're mercenary, 2 of each. If you're a member of the Razzlehag Dominion, you can run anything you want, clan or inner sphere, because you're a mixture of both. Now, here is how they can also play that off. If they increase the map size, you also have a third option. Or, well, technically you already have 3 options. You have loyalist, mercenary, or other, which is a person who just drops in with a drop, randomly, and that's it. So to me, that's really not an option. But to me, this would be another option. Insurgent. An insurgent is someone who fights a random battle on a planet internally. Basically, you get to pick any mech you want. You're restricted in tonnage a little bit more. Like you're told, okay, you can only take, you cannot take any assaults. But you can take heavies and mediums. Like you get 5 respawns, and you're limited to all medium mechs, or all, heavy and mediums. Take any mech you want. There you go. The reason for that is because you would have a restriction. Now, also have it so that the insurgents get more C-bills. The insurgents also get more points associated with the loyalty of the faction it's currently fighting for the insurgencies on. Then, when they bump the timeline past 67 and the jihad occurs, everyone who's an insurgent immediately becomes a member of the Word of Blake. Dun, dun, dun. An idea. But anyways. Yeah, so my prediction of Salt has turned into just something else altogether. I really don't know what I'm going to call this. But we'll see. Predictions, words, lots of other stuff. See you in the battlefield. See you next time. Bye-bye.